And good morning to everybody out there, if you want to call it a good morning. I know there's some people, Lou, that enjoy this kind of weather.
Just stop it. Stop it.
I hate it. I hate it with a capital H.
I was going to say, you're okay because you don't complain about the cold weather. But all these people who complain about the cold weather, complaining about the heat now. I don't get it.
I can't stand the heat and humidity. I really can't. It affects me. It affects my personality. Me. My charming personality gets affected. Jeepers creepers.
It's usually so sweet.
I know. Yeah, that too. That too. I had a week. I just, first of all, let me introduce our special guest, in-studio guest. This is Professor Rich Padova, Northern Essex,
yes.
Merrimack College.
Yes.
I don't know how you balance everything between doing tours.
Yeah, Lawrence Heritage.
Doing tours on the Merrimack River. Author, how many books?
4.
4 books. I mean, Jesus Christ. I have a hard time balancing the shark on my pool. I mean, I don't know what else is going on. You know, Lou, I want to get this. Can you help me out a little bit?
Sure, I'll help you out as much as I can.
I want to get it straight.
Yep.
Coach Belichick.
Uh-oh.
You're an avid fan.
I love Bill. Yep.
I know you do.
Yep.
I know you do. And you know something?
Changed my life with we're on the Cincinnati press conference. Changed my life.
Really?
That's a life philosophy right there. That's Zen. We're on the Cincinnati.
That's Zen.
That's
really,
Zen,
huh?
Right there.
Okay. So this is news that a lot of people probably are not aware of.
Oh, no, everybody's aware of it.
Oh, really?
Oh,
well, in my circle, I wasn't.
Oh,
so
everybody's aware of it.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's dating a 24-year-old former cheerleader.
God bless him. Yes, he is.
And she's pretty. I mean, she's eye candy. I mean, she really is. Her name is Jordan Hudson.
He was a winner with his former girlfriend.
Oh,
I thought was very attractive.
She was nice.
Yeah.
And plus, what he was paying her to run that nonprofit. You know, she was making $150,000 a year for a nonprofit. What's wrong with this picture? Why do they allow that?
I touched the nerve here.
I mean, come on. You're donating. You're donating to an organization.
Careful. You are involved in a nonprofit, so be careful.
Good point.
Well, our Sicilian connoisseurs tell us that the greatest coach in football has been smitten. I mean, really smitten.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
And they've been living together for a while. Now, you don't see that, at least in my travels. Did you know this?
No, I didn't.
Because I know it's not really history that's old. Yeah, he's not interested unless it goes back to the Civil War. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Okay,
yeah, or thereabouts.
But she's been living with them in the Belichick mansion in Nantucket. But the thing I was trying to figure out, this guy was born...
Wait a second.
1952.
You do know her former boyfriend was 64. She has a history of this.
24 years old?
Yep. Her former previous, I think it was a previous, but she's had at least one boyfriend who was in his 60s. So.
Well, anyway, so he's 72 years old, right?
Yep.
Jordan was born in the year 2000.
Okay. So
meaning that Bill,
I don't know how appropriate this is.
Is almost half a century older than her.
Yeah. Wow.
Did I really say half a century?
Yes, you did.
I'll tell you what, Bill is having an exceptional year. I got to tell you.
He's got
Between the roast
the
and
gig on TV.
Yeah. He's got the gigs on TV, multiple gigs now.
Oh, okay.
Doing well with them. Everybody loves him because of what they did to him in the Apple special, the docuseries, after they went after him.
Yeah.
Was killer at the roast, the Tom Brady roast. Was killer at the Tom Brady induction in the Hall of Fame. Got the biggest ovation there. He's having a hell of a year.
And he earned it.
Yeah.
But Jeepers Creepers, 72 years old, and
God bless
you
him.
wake up in the morning and you have a 24-year-older with no wrinkles laying alongside of you. What's wrong with this? This guy's going to live to be 110. I mean, I don't get it.
What do you think they do?
What is it?
What do you think they do? I mean, outside of the obvious. What do you think? They go shopping together? They go sit on the beach together? What do? They go out in a boat?
My mind is like all over the place. You know.
Yeah, it's anybody's guess.
I don't know, but
he
could have
or something.
There's probably some meaningful thoughts there on his behalf. I mean, he's probably maybe they like each other. I'm sure
No,
they
it's fine.
do.
No, I don't have a problem with
I
this at
just
all.
look at the age difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter's 29, so it's a little tough for me.
Your daughter's
My
29.
daughter's
A
29.
little tough for you.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeepers Creepers. Hey, you know what's going on at the Geo World Convention Center in Mumbai?
I do not.
Big wedding.
Oh,
Big wedding going on. Have you read about this?
No, I haven't. No.
How about, well, first of all, there's two wealthy families in India. Okay, really two wealthy families. This was a prearranged wedding between both families.
between both families. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
The fella's name is Amat Bambi and Rikika Merchants. And they're going to tie the knot today among 16,000 of their closest friends.
Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
16,000. They took this whole convention center. They rented 3 jets to bring people, to shuttle people back and forth. They hired 100 chefs.
Is it an open bar?
You know, the point I think I'm making here is, you know, India, there's a lot of people that are not well off. I mean, you see people and kids in the streets, and it's a shame. This wedding, well, let me just back up. Who do you think is going to this? I mean, who do you think got invited? Got any ideas?
Rich people.
Mark Zuckerberg, Billy Gates, Hillary Clinton's going to be there.
There we go. There we go.
And Ivanka Trump, and ex-premier Prime Minister Tony Blair. He's going to be there, among many
Who
others.
the hell would invite Hillary Clinton? What do you want her at your event?
Where's Bill?
It was Bill.
Is she going by herself?
Bill did the Willie Mays funeral at San Francisco.
I know.
Surprised to see him show up.
But anyway, these I was looking to see about the invitation. Oh, the wedding invitation.
Yeah.
Now there's 16,000 of them. Guess what they cost? Take a guess. Yeah, go ahead. Pull a number.
To print them.
The cost to put them together and to send them. Yeah.
Oh,
Each per each?
Huh?
Or
Each of them?
total.
Yeah. Every for a total.
Each.
What do you think? Like if you had to itemize the invitations that would be sent out to Hillary, how much you think each individual?
Obviously, they're going big. Had to be $100 per invitation.
You know, that's a pretty good guess. How about 12,000?
What?
12,000.
Oh my God.
$12,000.
Really? Oh my God. Yeah.
Que pazzo figo.
Indeed.
12,000. Said like a professor. Indeed.
I'll see.
God knows I'm a capitalist. Right?
Oh my God.
I'm an American capitalist, but you could have given 16,000 kids $12,000, 16,000 families $12,000.
The best, as they say, is yet to come.
Okay.
The total for this whole wedding thing that's going on. $320 million.
Oh,
Wow.
cow.
Unbelievable.
320.
Yeah.
And in India, you got people begging on the streets, starving on the streets.
Yeah.
And here you are, the 2 richest families in India.
I'm sure Hillary will slip him a couple bucks on the way in. She'll find some kid and slip him a couple bucks.
You think so? I just found that absolutely
Wow.
extremely hard to believe.
Mind-boggling.
Wow.
I know I've mentioned this on the air before, Lou.
How much are the 2 families worth? Any idea? I hate to hit you cold.
How about the what?
How much are the 2 families worth?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I hate to hit you cold, but if they're spending $300 million on a wedding-
one is in pharmaceuticals, big pharmaceutical companies, and that's on her side. And on his side, what the hell was it? I know they're into telecommunications in India.
Yep.
And I mean, they're rich beyond, as you can.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
I mean, I can't comprehend it. I mean, I think it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I did have a chance, Lou, and I've said this on the air before. I observed an Indian wedding, and like I said before, it's all about the groom. You know, in our customs, you know, it's the bride's day.
Right.
You know, they're all about the groom. And it was so strange for me to observe what was going on.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. But it was on a beach. It happened to be Barbados. And they carried, first of all, they have this big horse. The horse is all decorated with feathers and everything else.
Mhm.
And he's down the beach, and the groom's aides, they help him get on the horse.
Mhm.
And then they come running down the beach yelling, and they got a chant that they do. I don't know exactly what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And here comes the poor bride,
Mhm.
and she's tracing through the sand to get to this outdoor pavilion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I mean, they put down some not plywood, but something similar to that.
Yeah, yeah.
But there she is with her mother, just the two of them. And here comes this guy, they're yelling, screaming. People are running behind him. He's on this horse. I mean, the thing lasted about 2 hours.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Oh,
It was good
yeah.
to see.
Yeah.
And in an Indian wedding, if you're asking what to give as a gift,
Mm.
because I know you're thinking,
Yeah, what would you give it at a $300 million wedding? What do you give as a gift?
well, they believe in gold. Gold, it's always been very predominant. They're not going to give you a nice shirt. It's gold, and most of the wealth in the U.S. and in the world is centered around how much gold is tied up in India.
Oh.
There's a happy couple, by the way.
Mm.
I mean, that's unbelievable. There they are.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I wonder if he got that shirt at Caps. Huh? What do you think? Would you wear something like that?
No,
Guessing
no.
not.
No, probably not.
For that kind of money, I'd wear anything they want me to wear, to be honest with you.
True.
Hey, welcome to the
Well,
Sicilian
thank you,
Corner.
Mike. Thank you very
You know,
much. Thank you.
It's a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to have you on.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know you just returned from Nova Scotia.
Yes, right, yes.
You care to tell our listening audience a little about your trip?
Okay, well, briefly, I would be happy to recommend a trip to Nova Scotia. It's very picturesque up there. The scenery is unbeatable. The people are great. The food is nice. Lots to see and do as far as cultural.
Did you take the cat?
The cat? Oh,
The
no,
cat.
no, we flew up there.
Oh,
Yeah, we flew.
I thought he meant cat too.
Yeah, yeah, the boat. Yeah.
Silly me.
Right. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
fast ferry that goes across.
Oh, yeah. No, we just wanted to get there as soon as possible.
So you flew.
We flew. Which
How
took,
long of a flight? Yeah,
getting there, it was 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay.
you have to love it. You have to love it.
Okay. And coming back, it was just slightly under an hour. So,
I can't even get you peanuts.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't give them anymore.
Yeah, no, that's the thing of the past, you
So
know.
it was really a
But
good experience.
A good experience. We lucked out with the weather, not one day of rain that whole
Get
week.
out of town.
Honest, which is strange for Nova Scotia, But this was mid-May,
Yeah, I know you
So-
were up there not too long ago.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Bay of Fundy?
Yes, we did actually. Excellent, great. The scenery, so majestic, loved it. The fresh air. Yeah.
Let me ask you, that tide goes in and out.
Yes.
Recedes dramatic.
It
I don't know
does.
how many
Yes,
feet.
Yes, yeah.
Do they have anything like to generate power from just the tidal force going in and out?
Not that I saw. No, nothing.
Do you know that, Lou?
No.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know that they have any, but I know what you're talking about.
It is done.
Yeah. It's done. I don't know if it's done in the Bay of Fundy though.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it's so drastic.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it. Yes.
I mean, look at
yeah.
the power that's
Mm.
involved
Yeah.
with the tide coming in and the tide going
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
a cheap way to make
Electricity. Yeah. And there you go. Yeah.
what do you say, you and I?
Sure.
Side by each.
You sure? Why not? A little side business, right?
Yeah, you don't have enough to do. You don't have enough to do.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know you. I know you were on with us in November,
Yes.
but why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to get into it.
Okay.
All right?
Sure. Okay. Sure. Okay.
So tell us
Um,
about
Okay.
who Rich Padova really is.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm an educator. I've been in education for my whole career. Started out as a K-12 educator. Was a high school social studies teacher, high school guidance
What
counselor.
high school?
At Pelham High School, Trinity High School in New Hampshire, and Bishop Brady in New
Oh,
Hampshire.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I switched to the college level in the late 90s at New Hampshire College. Then it became Southern New Hampshire University. Then I went to Northern Essex. I've been there about 20 years now. And for the
Have
past
you been
year
there
and a
20
half,
years?
just about this fall, 20 years.
You know,
Okay. And now Merrimack as well. So
I know we met way back at Methuen Market Basket
yes.
back in the day.
When I was a college student at Northern Essex.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So we go back
Yeah.
quite a way. But I
Yeah.
really got to know you when you became a member of the Sandalfio Society.
Yes, 2005.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was 1997, I believe I joined.
Mhm.
And I like the way you handled yourself, and
Thank you.
you know something, I really like history, and
Glad
that's
to hear
one
that.
and that's one reason, not the only reason, but one reason why I asked you to come on board with us, because I love some of the things you get involved with,
Yes.
and I think that we can learn a great deal from history
Yes.
instead of pushing things aside and just keeping certain things that happen. Everything happened for a reason, and it could be wrong, it could be right,
Mhm.
but you know something, you learn from it.
Exactly. It needs to be
It's
studied.
a learning,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and to see what goes on. Like, I'm just going to pick New Orleans because
Okay.
I like New Orleans.
Mhm.
Some of the statues, Lou, that they've taken off the streets
Mhm. Yep.
of Confederate generals and whatnot,
Mm.
it's wrong, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And they're putting them in this warehouse where nobody can see them.
Mhm.
It's like they never existed.
Yeah.
But right or wrong, they're part of history of the United States.
Right.
Mhm.
And they should be displayed.
Mhm.
You got a few people that make a big stink, and they rule what the majority does.
Mhm.
And I think that's totally wrong.
Mhm.
It's the 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
10% on either side is the
All
loudest,
the
and
power.
the rest of the
Because
80%
Yeah.
of us are just
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to keep food
people
on the
don't
table.
want to upset anybody.
Yep.
And
Right,
it's
right. I
BS.
know.
It
Yeah.
really is. Hey, listen, I'm going to take a quick break.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You're going to stay there.
Okay.
You're not moving.
No.
I
no.
know you're going to be
No.
late for your next job,
No.
but you got to sit there. We'll be right back, everybody.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine, Capri's Seaside Italian Kitchen and Pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibe Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu, with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites, and the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they are Mike Lomazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, The Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
When you dine at Ristorante Melisse in Amesbury, Massachusetts, you feel at home while enjoying an authentic Italian dining experience not to be forgotten. From the appetizer to dessert, you won't regret your choice. Bring your cravings and appetites. They promise you won't leave hungry or without leftovers for the next day. Takeout and catering are also available. Give them a call or visit them online for the menu, online ordering, and reservations. RistoranteMelisse.com. That's RistoranteMolise.com or call 978-388-4844. Ristorante Melisse, where you're treated like family. Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler,
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender Lazy Man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back in the studio. Professor Rich Padova, historian, boat driver, narrator, tour director. How did you get interested in history?
Mhm.
I mean, some people, yes, you have a job,
Yes.
but this is more than a job for you.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
I can't even
Yeah.
imagine
It's a
what
hobby.
you must have in your house. Do you have any rooms that aren't loaded
No.
with stuff?
No. Yeah,
that's what I figured.
you're correct.
Studying history,
Yeah.
at what age? How did you know you wanted to get
Okay. Well, okay. So, Mike, when we're all in school, right, elementary school, we develop likenesses for different subjects. Okay. So when I was going to school on Prospect Hill in Lawrence, I just
What school was that?
okay, the Starrow and the Rollins.
Okay, that's
Okay.
where my wife Lucille went.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, and again, we all develop different likenesses for certain subjects, and I just latched onto social studies, history and geography. And that's where it all started, on Prospect Hill, and then I made it my career.
What street did you live on?
Thornton, 28
Oh, sure, I know where it
Thornton.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very good.
Yes.
It's funny, in grammar school, I had a favorite subject too.
Mhm.
I'm afraid to ask.
Why are
what
you
was it?
laughing?
'Cause I'm afraid to ask.
That's not, no, you know what I like?
Phys ed, right? Everybody, whenever someone like that comes up, people
Phys
say
ed.
phys ed.
No, geography.
Craps.
Geography.
Geography. Well.
Oh, geography.
All
Really?
right. Glad to hear
I'm
that.
being serious.
Did you retain much of it? Are you good? Are you sound with geography?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, I could tell you back then it was 48 states and I knew all the capitals and
Yeah.
I was a whiz kid, man. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I excelled. After that, it was all downhill, but I excelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, in the 5th grade at the Rollins School, at the end of the school year, I was voted, and I still have the paper ribbon. I was voted the best boy in geography.
No,
honest,
seriously.
to God, honest to God, I have the ribbon hanging up in my office at school. And I went on to major. I have my bachelor's degree is in geography from Salem State.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
So, yeah.
Good for you. You love it.
Yeah.
Man, I know.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at that
yeah.
smile. You look at him,
Yeah.
Lou. You know,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is a guy who's doing what
Yeah,
he,
this- yeah.
Yeah.
what he-
Yeah.
he's never going to retire.
We're in his
They'll
wheelhouse.
Probably
carry
not.
you
No,
out.
no.
They're going to carry you up.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
FDR to Biden, the first 100 days.
Yes.
How does your mind focus on a topic like that?
Okay.
Because that would be like the last thing that I would ever think about.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
curious, and this is the book, and you signed this for me.
Yeah,
You
yes.
wrote some very nice things.
Yes.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
and I'm
Okay.
looking forward to reading
Good.
it.
I'm
So
glad.
I want to know
Okay.
why the interest in
Okay.
the first 100 days of a president.
Okay, sure. Well, so this is my 4th publication. All right. So, and again, it combines my love of history and writing. Okay, these publications that I do. So, so for the 4th one, I was thinking, all right, what's next, right? Because I wanted to do a 4th one, and I'm thinking, all right, so I've wrote about vice presidential spouses.
I saw that.
I've written about. You saw that one, right? I've written about defeated presidential candidates. I've written a memoir about my experiences on the campaign trail as a volunteer. Okay. So for number 4, I'm like, what's left? What can I do? So
How could you come up with something like that?
well,
First 100 days of a president's
see, because
your mind works in mysterious ways.
Well, they say some professors sometimes we're a little different. Okay, but but quirky maybe.
I didn't say that.
Other adjectives, but that's okay. No, I know. So I'm thinking, all right, what else is out there? And so as a historian, and I, obviously as someone who teaches history, so this material is what I teach to my students. Okay, so I'm thinking, all right, how about turning the material that I teach my students, okay, or this particular aspect of it, into my next book. All right, so that's basically how it evolved.
And you had 2 of those students contribute to your book.
Yes, 3.
3.
3, right, and their names are on the front
Yeah,
cover there.
I saw
yes.
that.
So yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Now,
So I got to ask right off the bat, of that group, who had the first 100 days, who had the worst first 100 days in office?
Okay, I will tell you this, in all honesty, okay. This was given as an option for a final project
Okay.
in lieu of a final exam.
Yep.
so this was to make
They got credit. They got credit for it. Yes. Okay. So So in my Gov 101 class last fall, American Government and Politics, okay, there were maybe 22, 23 in the class. 5 students took me up on the offer, okay. So in lieu of a final project, which was developing a questionnaire, they had to survey people like Gallup does, Roper, okay. They had to come up with a questionnaire, survey people, come up with a paper, write a paper, do an analysis for me, okay. So instead of that, I said, if you want, you meaning the class, you can help me prepare for my next book, to help me with the research and the writing, okay.
What a great idea.
All right. So
Hands on.
yes, hands-on, right? Learning outside of the classroom, which I'm very big on. Yeah. So 5 students took me up on the offer. Okay. Now, again, in all honesty, 2 of them pooped out on me. Okay. They did not follow through. The 3 that did, again, are on the front cover there.
Yeah.
So one of the 2 students who did not follow through for me, okay, had FDR and Truman, the first 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think
Yep.
you going back to your question,
Yep.
Lou, right? Okay. So I ended up doing it myself there, which is fine. I mean, again,
Yep.
this is the 4th publication, right? So I did my own research on FDR and Truman. Okay, all the other, most of the other presidents there that are in the book, the result of the 3, the work of the 3 students on the cover there.
Well, you know something. I was reading a little bit about it, and I learned a great deal.
I'm glad.
You happen to mention FDR.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when he became president, I mean, he come out of the blocks running.
Mhm.
Of course, it was a difficult time.
Out of necessity.
I mean, there was no question
yeah,
about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Depression
Mhm.
just beat the living bejeebus
Mm.
out of the United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah.
But I mean, this guy came out with an agenda from day one,
Yes.
and he hammered it down their throats.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Luckily, he had a Democratic Congress.
that's true, and he was able
Yes.
to. You know, it was like a drive-through.
Mhm.
That was it.
Yep.
Okay, approved. Okay, next
Mhm.
approved.
Mhm.
Yeah, it actually had a stamp. Yeah.
Mhm. That pretty much. That's it. Yeah.
And
You know?
I don't know how many bills did he
Okay, it's in the first chapter there. Okay, but within, I believe, within the first 104 days, 15 major pieces of legislation. Try doing that nowadays. Okay,
It's too bad that the Democrats and the Republicans are so far apart from each other.
Mm.
You know, in my opinion, I think things should be passed that are going to benefit America.
Us, right.
That's what it's all about. I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're independent. I don't care if you're Republican.
Mhm.
But you know something, use your smarts. Use your smarts.
Mm.
What's best for our country? How can we make our country strong again? And right now, people are so confused.
Mm.
And that, I mean, they're
Well, we're
violent
polarized on that subject.
completely,
What's best?
completely, Lou.
Yeah.
Completely. And it's not healthy.
No, not at all.
It's-
no,
it's
no,
not
no.
how-
It's tearing us apart.
I mean, I don't know what the answer is. I'm somewhat surprised that what everybody that lives in the United States, smart people that live in this country,
Mm.
and I don't care who you vote for, but I mean, I think we can do better than the 2 candidates that we have to
Mhm.
choose from,
Mhm.
and that's for a variety of reasons.
Yes.
I mean,
God
know,
help
I-
us if we can't.
well, this is it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they're talking now that Harris has the inside track
Mm.
for the Democrat. And
Mhm.
what did she do to deserve that right besides being a vice president? And the reason she was made vice president so that they could pull a black vote. Why? I mean, you're going to make her president of this country?
Mhm.
I mean, she hasn't done not much. And I'm not, I mean, you know, I think it's wonderful. She's a woman, minority. I get all that. You know, you have to take that into consideration.
Mhm.
But help what's right for the American person, the American citizen.
Yeah.
I get very upset.
Yeah.
I get very upset. And, you know, you hate to waste your vote. But truthfully, I don't want to vote for either one of them.
Go on.
So I'm writing my name in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You want to vote? Would you vote for me?
I'll vote for you.
I can't do any worse.
You're in New Hampshire, though, Mikey. Your vote counts. It's not like me
That's-
in Massachusetts.
Those
It really
two
doesn't matter who I vote.
Those two electoral votes mean a lot in New Hampshire.
Four now.
Oh, four. Oh, pardon me.
Four.
Pardon me.
Yes.
I got to be careful with this guy.
Well,
sitting-
that's right. You
sitting
know,
next to me.
just ask Al Gore.
Yeah.
2000. If he had won New Hampshire, he'd be president. You know, four votes.
I liked Al.
Yeah.
I trusted him.
Yeah.
And I liked old man Bush because I believed in him.
Mm.
You know, his son, you know, something, he was there, position only, as far as I'm concerned. But his father, man, the father was a rock.
Yeah.
I love that whole thing. I did. I really did. I loved that whole presidency. But you talked about FDR. Would you think he accomplished the most during his terms?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it helped that he was in there for so long. He had plenty of time to accomplish things. So you got to put everything into proportion, I guess, you know.
Who followed?
He also had the benefit of chaos.
True.
Yeah.
And he was a take charge type of
Yeah.
person, had Democratic with a capital D majorities in Congress.
Right.
So all of that helped as well, you know.
So
Yeah.
people are open to radical change.
Yes,
because-
if the right person, the right messenger comes along. Yes. It
Yes.
happened with Hitler, you could say too. Right. you
Yes,
know?
you could. Yeah.
FDR started the fireside chats, didn't he?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
And also banking.
Banking reform.
That's
Right. That was one of the 15 major pieces of legislation during the first 104 days.
what a big difference. Not 100, but 104. We're going to write a new
100,
book.
104.
FDR to Biden, the first 104 days. Is that going to be book
Well,
5?
Yeah, in my spare time.
That's funny.
Right.
That's funny.
Yep.
After FDR, who would you think?
Did
You know, to be
as far
The,
as
getting as
substance,
much done in the shortest period of time. 100 days. I mean, you're
Well,
talking 3 months.
Yeah.
With your research,
yeah.
who would you say?
Well, it's hard to really rank them or rate them, you know, during just the first 100 days. Truman, I would say, okay, for example, Kennedy, Johnson. All right. you know,
Kennedy
uh,
listened to the wrong people. All right. The Bear
Yeah.
Pigs, when I think it was in his 83rd day or 85th day as president,
Huge miscalculation.
that was ill-advised.
Oh, yeah.
Ill-advised.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you get
Yeah.
1,600 expatriates of
Mhm.
Cuba.
Mhm.
You train them.
Yeah.
You're calling
Right,
that an
right,
army?
good luck. Yeah. I
Yeah,
know,
good luck with that, right?
I know. I
And
know.
and then at the last minute, you know, they were supposed to land in Trinidad, Cuba.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm,
And at the last minute, JFK said no.
mhm.
John Kennedy said no.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to go to this. Picks another spot.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
were waiting.
just-
They were
It was
waiting.
disastrous.
And
yeah,
you had
yeah.
15 times the amount of soldiers sitting there waiting,
Mhm.
and it wasn't even close. I mean, they just
Mhm.
could not.
Right.
You
They
know,
were completely overwhelmed.
He
yeah.
ordered 6 planes to give them protection,
Mm.
but didn't take into consideration the time zone change.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That killed them too.
Yes. Okay.
And you know,
Yeah,
and it was all about fuel. It was all about oil. This whole thing was all about oil, and it's a damn shame, you know, when
Which
Russia.
gave them a new relationship with Russia, which led to the Cuban Missile Crisis. Which,
Mhm.
you know,
I can
there was
remember
a lot
it
of dominoes that fell from
at the
JFK.
at the John Breen Grammar School, Louis, in the 7th, 6th, 7th, maybe 8th grade, we used to have to do drills.
Oh, under the desk.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Mm.
you got a wooden desk. What the hell's a wooden desk gonna do? You're hiding underneath there.
Mm.
Your feet are sticking out in the aisle.
Well, realistically,
I
yeah.
mean, really, when
I
you think
know,
about
I know.
it, you know,
Yeah.
and they were having in the Lawrence Common. I don't know if you can get to them now, but the restrooms are in the Lawrence.
No, I remember the underground.
Going down
yes.
underneath.
You know, they're long gone now. Yeah. Just gone.
But the desk, I used to laugh.
Yeah.
What the hell good is if they drop a bomb?
Well, I know.
What is this gonna do? You know, really?
I know.
I mean, it
know.
was kind of
It,
crazy.
yeah.
I know
But-
my 19-year-old bonus daughter was talking about how hard it is in high school now with social media and all that stuff. And I said, okay, we were hiding under desks for nuclear attacks. So We had a little bit of stress back in our day too.
That's true. Hey, Lou,
Yeah.
I think we better take a break because I know we're a couple of minutes late. We come back. We're here for the top of the hour,
Okay.
and we got a lot to
Okay.
get into.
Okay. Sure.
I don't know if we're going to talk about job 1, job 2, job 3. We'll be back, everybody.
Okay.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
This is David from the Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and can never agree where to go. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with the great Italian cuisine, Capri's seaside Italian kitchen and pizzeria. Me? I love the elegant romantic vibes Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu, with prices that make it the place you want to visit each and every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of a cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites in the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Concert Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all of these great places, and they treat everyone like they are Mike Lomazzo. Best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all this fun is right at your fingertips. You can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Sisters and co-owners Antoinetta and Elisa brought their family authentic Italian recipes from Molise, Italy, and a warm and welcoming dining experience to its customers at Ristorante Molise. The combination of their meals made from natural, homemade, fresh ingredients, and your time with family and friends together at dinner time is unmatched. Located in Market Square in the heart of Amesbury, they're open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday from 3 to 9 p.m. and are available for private parties during off hours. For reservations, call them at 978-388-4844. That's 978-388-4844. Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Orthopedics Northeast and Essex Orthopedics have joined forces as Mobility Bone and Joint Institute to bring improved access and outstanding medical care. While our name has changed, our dedication to exceptional care remains the same as it has for the past 30 years. Same location, 16 Pelham Road, Salem, New Hampshire.
This is Cindy,
and Mike Kunstler,
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
He is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back, and we're here till the top of the hour. Rich Padova, Professor Rich Padova is our guest, and it's always a pleasure to have
Thank you, Mike.
have you sitting alongside of me. I'm thinking of the days when you worked at, well, it was the Moolis back then in Methuen.
Yeah.
You come a long way, baby.
Yeah.
You come a long. How much were you getting paid an hour then?
Okay, well, for bagging, I was there 1978 to 1980.
It was 78.
Right, 78 to 80. While I was at Northern Essex as a student, and bagging groceries, getting the carriages in the parking lot, and,
Especially when it snowed.
And then
so much fun.
Oh yeah,
so much fun.
Oh yeah. So in the hot summer, you're getting the carriages out there. In the cold winter, you're getting carriages out there. But we were all in it together. So when I started January of '78. Evan Themelis that time hired me, the manager. Okay. And he's like, you're going to be making minimum wage. It's okay. I was happy to get a job there early on, as a teenager, $2.20 an hour.
And they worked, boy, let me tell you. And they worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where our paths crossed. And that was the
yes.
beginning of it.
You were the meat manager.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was the meat manager.
I remember you in the white coat.
You know what I hated? Every once in a while it would get dirty.
Yeah, blood from meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had Anton's used to be our cleaner of the laundry.
Yeah.
But I used to take my coats and I would bring them all home, and Lucille would wash them and starch them. I was the only meat manager with starch white coat.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it killed me when I used to say to the guys, if I have to come in this back room and pick up a knife, you're not doing your job, okay?
Yep.
And that was my little speech to every store I went to. That's what I told them.
Yeah.
Listen, today you're off to, you're going to Newburyport?
Yes, after I leave here, I'm off to Newburyport because...
Going for some clams?
Well, I wish I was, but no, at my job, my summer job, all the park interpreters were getting together for our annual summer meeting. So we're all meeting at Maudsley State Park in Newburyport this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So a nice setting. Where I think we'll be outside there. It'll be nice and shady. And the head interpreter there, she'll be going over, some things with us that she needs to review with us. So
The Lawrence Heritage
State Park.
State Park.
Yes.
What can you tell folks about it, and why should they go?
Okay. Well, I did bring you some flyers today. Okay, about the park here. So, first of all, we're free admission, right? I mean, what museum nowadays?
You
right?
know what Ned Leone used to say? What did Ned used to say?
I should know
If
this.
it's free,
It's for me.
It's for me. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're one of the few museums, I think, that still doesn't charge admission. Okay. And we're open daily from 9 to 4. It's air conditioned. All right. You want to cool off, bring, I tell
bring some sandwiches.
Bring some,
sit down.
yeah. We have a community room upstairs, nice and air conditioned, the bathrooms, so
Who pays for that?
You and I, well, actually me, you're in New Hampshire. It's funded by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Okay.
Okay. So
that's great.
So,
That's great.
But again, take advantage of it, right? So
The Thelma Todd Theater.
Yeah.
You know whose name is jumping up in front of me right now?
Joe Bella.
Yeah, you got it, baby. You got it.
Yeah.
You talk about somebody who
Yeah.
followed this woman's career. He loved her. Loved her.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so what goes on?
So
at
what?
that-
Okay, what goes on? Why should you come? All right. So we're free. We're air conditioned. We're open daily. All right. Beyond that, okay. Beyond the basics, we tell the story of the American Industrial Revolution there. Okay, and in particular how it applied to Lawrence. All right, with the immigrants, the water power system, the canal system, right? The bread and roses
I mean,
strike.
the city of Lawrence was a planned city.
Yes, a planned industrial city, and it's not really in the history books for the most
No,
part
I know.
either. Okay.
No.
So come to us, we'll tell you all about it because you're not going to read about it in school in your history books, So, and a lot of people, they come, we give them a tour, they walk away from there. They're like, oh my God, I never knew all about this, what you did here and that it existed. And, so I'm like, well, come back, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, tell your relatives, come back, so.
I saw you at one point. I was driving down Canal Street.
Yeah, and you saw me
and
giving
I
a
saw
tour.
you leading a tour.
Yeah, that would have been me then. Yeah, that's yeah.
So you
Yeah.
talk about the locks
yes,
on the canals.
the penstocks. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The those canals. It's a shame what has happened to them.
Yeah,
because
it is.
It could have been a lot like Lowell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lowell capitalized on the beauty
Yes.
and encouraged people.
Yes.
Whereas in the city, and I think a lot of that in Lowell had to be with some of the sons of Lowell
Songas.
politicians.
Mhm. Yep.
A lot of money was
Yep.
funneled.
Yep.
Like
Which
this.
are public property and which are privately held. Aren't the canals in Lawrence largely privately held?
Yes, the dam and the canals in Lawrence are privately owned. I believe the company is
It's a
called
new owner.
Patriot Hydropower.
Yeah,
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So
Back in the day, and I've said this also on the air, before the hydro company came in, we'd be walking down to go to the theater from South Lawrence. I live by the stadium.
okay.
So we would walk down, and there was access, which doesn't exist anymore, but you could actually walk underneath the falls.
Yes, you still could actually. When I do my walking tours, okay.
Get out of town. I
honestly-
could do that now.
honestly, you can do it now.
It's slippery as hell.
It's a little slippery. You got to be careful, and I tell my visitors that. Okay.
You don't take them under there.
Yeah. We do. It's called the Dam Tour. Okay, without the N. Okay. Okay. All right. So one of my tours, it's called, I think it's on Tuesdays or Wednesday. Anyway, it's on the schedule. The
All
other
right,
day,
I'm gonna take a look at
All right,
it.
It's called the Dam Tour. All right. The
Dam
walk,
Tour.
technically the walk to the Great Stone Dam. Okay. So we go up Canal Street, we cut through Pemberton Park. I'm explaining things along the way.
Yep.
Okay. We go to the end of Pemberton Park where the old boat ramp used to be. Okay. The public.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And then you walk through the woods there. It's a very short, through the woods. And that brings you to the cement platform there under the dam. The tourists love it. You know what I mean? They love it when I take them there, So
We used to walk through there like in the springtime when the water was really high from the snow melting.
yeah.
I
Turtle Pond. They used to call Pemberton Park Turtle Pond
Pond.
because all the turtles used to wash up there.
Exactly.
Okay? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was quite an experience, but it was also scary. I mean, we were maybe 11, 12.
Mhm.
and walking underneath it, and Louis slippery.
Oh, yeah.
Can
And
imagine.
the noise was deafening.
It is. It is. Sometimes when
I didn't know you could still get.
Yeah,
under
you could
it.
still. Yeah.
You gotta take the tour, Mike.
You got to take the tour. Okay, Mike, let's check it out here. Come on, let's see here. Let's get the definitive word here. Okay,
You and Barbara can
let's
take the tour.
see. Here we go. The Great Stone Dam Walking Tour, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. There you go. Okay.
Seriously.
All right. So-
Anybody with disability, though, something like this.
Okay, it might be a challenge if somebody has a disability. It's a slow walk. The sidewalks are a little uneven.
A little.
Okay.
A
All right.
little.
All right. We got to be careful, but it's doable.
If you're in a wheelchair, you have to put it in third gear. Little.
Well, I guess I'm being a little.
You're being kind.
I'm
That's
being
what you're
kind, but it's doable. It's not a fast walk. We're careful.
And this is free.
Free. It's free. It's all.
You work for tips?
I'm not allowed to accept any tips as a state employee. Okay, so.
Wow.
Is that right? That doesn't
Yeah,
seem
no,
right.
I'm not allowed to take tips. No. If students want to tip me, I can't. Visitors want to tip me, I can't. During the summer, I can't take any tips.
Well, maybe when President Trump stops taxing tips, they'll let you take tips.
Yeah, there we go, Lou.
Tell our listeners a little about the narrated boat tour.
Okay, yes. Well, they begin tomorrow now, weather permitting. Okay, the weather forecast
Doesn't look too good.
No. So we might have to cancel the first one tomorrow, but we'll see.
Where do you go out of?
Okay, we go out of the Bashara Boathouse in South Lawrence. Okay, off Andover Street.
They just opened that up again. Huh?
Yes, for the season, Jed Kohler,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Great guy, the director there. He has a summer program going. We're involved with that at Lawrence Heritage.
Is there a fee to put a boat in? Now, I believe there is.
I'm not sure because I'm not involved in that end of things there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't know. But Saturday mornings, beginning tomorrow, July 13th, hopefully, there's 8 of them. The last one is Feast Weekend, August 31st. Okay. 10 a.m.
Who does that for you?
Well, yeah, yeah, you know how it is on Feast Weekend, right? We're everywhere, right? So I'm at Lawrence Heritage. I'm at the feast. I'm getting ready. I'm getting my syllabi ready for the fall semester that begins the following week, right? You know what I mean? So
No wonder you and your wife have been married so long. She never sees you.
See, the secret to a happy long marriage, right?
You know something?
Yeah.
Two ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's time for us to say arrivederci, but it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Mike. Thank
Next week you're talking about feast, the Fisherman's Feast. We have the president of the society is coming in, Don Struzzulo, and he's going to be sitting. And I'll tell you, what a great organization!
Yeah.
What a great organization! I had lost my wife a couple of months before their feast. And they have a ritual where they recognize members and their families who have passed away that year.
Yep.
And I'm not a member by any means, but they mentioned Lucille. I had to go up, and they gave me some flowers and a medal that was blessed by the Pope.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, and I marched with them down to the Christopher Columbus Park for the blessing of the Fisherman's Feast.
Yeah.
And
Very
I'll
nice.
never forget that.
Nope.
Dom's a nice guy.
Beautiful.
Him and his brother Lou. But anyway, we got to say goodbye. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Mike.
A pleasure.
Always. Yes.
Hey,
Thank you.
stay
Thank
cool,
you.
everybody. Take it easy. I hope you can join us next week. Thank you.